Okay, so it's fight week for Cage Legacy. We have he was one of the hottest amateurs. He's going to be one of the hottest pros now. He went 1-0 with a submission in his first fight at Cage Legacy. Mr. Gheorghe Grozav, thank you so much for your time. I know it's fight week. You're busy. How are you feeling?
Hi, thanks for having me on your show. Yeah, on your podcast. And yeah, I'm feeling good, like ready for a fight and ready to show the skills that I have, like even improved more now for this fight.
Which says a lot, because anytime I watched you before from amateur, you could see visibly every time you got better and better and better. And you were the top of the food chain at amateur. You went pro. You found it hard to get fights at pro. With Cage Legacy now, they've got they obviously got you your first pro fight, and now you're fighting on this card in Liverpool. How good was it did it feel for you for a promotion like Cage Legacy to be able to get you these fights? Because I know yourself and Paddy were looking for a while, and it was very hard, wasn't it?
Yeah, I'm very grateful for like Cage Legacy because they found like actually fights for me because it's like seems like nobody like really wants to match me up like, but they did like a really good job and they found me the first pro fight and now the second, and I'm very grateful to Deco for his work. And yeah, it's good to be there.
It is, and like that, there's a lot going on, which we'll get on to later about the card. But your first pro fight, I spoke to you just before it. When you went into the cage and the build up for it, did it feel any different to amateur, or was it just the rule sets, the extra 5 minutes and stuff like that you would have trained for? But did like just say the whole event, did it feel any different because it was pro, or was it just the same thing for you, just with different like longer rounds, elbows, knees, etc.?
Yeah, it's like I felt no difference, but of course I wanted like to start the pro career with a win, so I was a bit nervous, like more nervous than usual. But like I didn't feel any difference in the cage, so the same thing.
Yeah, you just go in, and people found it hard to deal with you. Your wrestling is just superb. And then like that, your wrestling was always very good. Then you started linking in submissions with it as well as your career went on. And it meant when you took someone to the ground, chances are they were getting subbed or they weren't getting back up very quickly. How did it feel to win your pro debut, and what was that feeling like?
Yeah, I felt like very good, like to win the pro debut. Uh, I expected a bit like different start of the fight, but it is what it is now. So I'm just like happy that I did it like in the first round.
Yeah, no, like a first round submission, and then obviously if you go ahead and do something similar, and then something similar again in third fight, there's obviously there's so many options around with the likes of Octagon and stuff like that. But you were saying to me with Cage Legacy, this Liverpool card, for me, this Liverpool card is really, really big. They've got a lot of guys from Liverpool. Was it something, did Deck approach you, or was it something you wanted to jump on? And how does it feel to go over to Liverpool and be part of this card? Because it is very big, in my opinion.
Yeah. So that was the plan as well. Like, so I wanted to be on this card because it's like a huge card, good event, and I want to try to be like well known around, like not just in Ireland but everywhere, to try to build the name for myself. So that's like the first steps of that.
Yeah, and like that, you keep going, you keep winning in the manner that you did through amateur and your first pro. The big promotions will come and you will get more known. But with this fight week, obviously you're going to be traveling to Liverpool. So do you have to change much for your preparations, like for your weight cut, stuff like that? You have to try and structure stuff around uh obviously the travel and stuff like that.
Not really. It's everything the same. Everything the same. Just like I have to schedule like everything to be at the right time, because if I'll do it wrong, it's like no way back. So the only guy who'll suffer will be me in the fight if I'll do something wrong.
Yeah, and that's so any fight you've ever gone to, you seem to have done everything in correct preparations for it, whether it be training, weight cut, and you've always come in, you've always looked very, very good. Um, with this car going forward, you said you want to get more well known within like just outside Ireland, because Ireland is a tiny, tiny country. London is bigger than Ireland in itself.
Yeah.
Uh, if you get one or two more wins, there is so many different promotions out there. The likes of Cage Warriors, Octagon, which I really like that have come in, PFL, stuff like that. Is there any of them that you're looking at the minute? Or are you just taking it fight by fight and see what kind of comes your way as it when it does?
Yeah, that's the plan. Like I'll take any fights and we'll see where I'll go with that. So any promotions that are interested, like I'm open to discuss. Like so, we'll see in the future, like what's coming up.
Yeah, like that. You just need to get through this week first, and then on
Yeah,
to whatever your next fight might be. And
yeah.
we're not looking past obviously who you're going to be facing this weekend, but like, do you want to stay active? Because I know obviously you had a new baby, and congratulations on that.
Thank you. Thanks.
Which I'm going to get onto a question about that as well. How hard? Actually, I'll do it now. Like, how hard when you have a new member of the family, something like that? How hard is it to structure around? If you don't want to answer the question, you don't have to. Because obviously, a baby, I've had one. They need a lot of care and attention. Is it just like you said, being able to structure your training and everything around it? And how does it feel to have a new baby?
Yeah, so it feel amazing. Like I'm like very happy with that. But like to be honest, like the biggest part of the job is getting done by my wife. So yeah, I'm very like very lucky with that. So she's doing like all the work like with the kid. So I'm like just time to time like walking with him, like change him and stuff like that. But like she's most of the time she's with him. I'm like when I have time after training or after work, we go for a walk or something, like try to spend like as much time as I can with him. But like yeah, it's not easy like to combine like the like three things, like to grow up a kid and work and training. So it's a bit hard, yeah, but we have to do it.
Yeah, and like that, behind every good man is a good woman, and obviously your wife is a good
Yeah,
woman.
yeah,
And
yeah,
and like that with work, and that's what people don't understand. When people turn professional, you don't automatically start making huge money, and having to work as well is a huge, I don't want to say burden, but it's a huge obstacle as well as your trade as well. So it's a lot to balance, and you're doing a fantastic job, I must say, at the minute.
yeah. So we just like try to keep going, keep pushing. Like I know one day all the hard work will be paid off. So we just keep going. Like we don't stop here. We go as far as we can.
Yeah, no, and you will if you keep going the way you are. After, like I said, we don't want to look too far forward and not pass your opponent this weekend, but go over the next year. Are you looking to come? How many times would you like to compete? Are you looking to? Because it's been quite close. Well, it's not overly close, but you do have a number of fights you'd like to have by the end of the year, or is it again just one fight at a time and just concentrate on that?
Oh, so for now I'm concentrating on the fight, yeah, but I would like to get as many as possible. Like I don't mind if till the end of the year I'll get like 4 to 5 fights. That'll be great for me because I'm always training. I'm always in a good shape, so I just keep going.
Yeah, and if just say your next fight happens to be on Cage Legacy, you go 3-0. I think Cage
Yeah,
Legacy should start getting out maybe a bantamweight belt for you, a professional one. What do you think?
yeah, that'll be a great idea. Yeah, that's what I was thinking about that as well. Why not?
Yeah, I think so too, especially if you stick with the one promotion for your first couple of pro fights. I think there should be definitely a title. And then when you have a title on the line, I think a lot of fighters will want to take that fight a little bit more as well, won't they?
Yeah, I hope so. I hope so.
Until they see your name on the other side and go, "Do you know what? Maybe not."
I hope with the title on the line, we will get matched up maybe easier. So who knows? Hopefully everything will be good. I know this week will be will be a good week, and after that we'll get to the next one, and after the next one, the next one, and who knows? Who knows? Maybe at the end of the year, I'll do a 4 or 5-0. That'll be a great year for me.
Yeah, no, it would. And that's quite a lot for a professional to fight as well. You see, professionals don't really take fights that much. I want to say Nathan Kelly is probably the most active pro fighter I've seen. I think he's had 10 fights in 2 years or something like that, which is just crazy. Do you just want to fight as much as possible? Whereas a lot of fighters like to take breaks between camps, kind of chill out. Whereas this isn't just a job for you. This is your lifestyle, isn't it? This is what
Yeah,
this is
yeah,
yours.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing like all my life. Like I don't know anything else to do. I'm just like to fight training, and that's it.
And that's what you will continue to keep doing. But anyways, I'm gonna let
Yeah,
you go. This weekend's a massive weekend for Irish MMA. It's a massive weekend for Cage Legacy. It's a massive weekend for you. I can't wait to see you fight. I'll be watching the pay-per-view link because I wasn't lucky enough to be able to go over because it's on a Friday. But I will be watching the fight intently to see how you get on. Is there anything you want to say before you go, or anyone you want to shout out? And thank you so much again because I realize it is fight week.
yeah. So as always, I want to say a big thank you to my team, and uh, as well, like I have a new team member now, the Simon from the strength and conditioning coach. So I'm very grateful for the work that he did with me. Feel like really good, really sharp. I think now I have like the tank for 10 rounds even,
That's
and
scary.
yeah, that's scary. That's what he's saying as well. Like that's scary now, and yeah, so as always, like to just I want to say thank you to people who is every day in the gym helping me to improve, and to my wife as well, like supporting me, and all the family members that support me. Just like big thank you to them, because without them, like probably I wouldn't be here now. So that's the message that I want to leave for them.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Can't wait to see what you do this weekend. And it's been a pleasure so far to watch your career. And it's going to be a pleasure watching it going forward. And I really appreciate your time.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for having me.
No, my pleasure, pal. My pleasure.
No